I'll be straight up and I'll be honest with you guys on this one. This is a video that I didn't want to do. This is a video that I've been bullied into doing by these guys here in the Discord group, mainly Benton, mainly None the Wiser, telling me to give this thing a little tap, tap, taparoo. So it's Pi Network that we're talking about, of course, and it's something that I've got mixed feelings about, something that I don't know too much about. These guys are getting me to make a Pi group. Is it worth it? I'm a UK citizen. Can I take the money out? You're going to educate me from a fundamental perspective because there's lots of pioneers out there. The network is absolutely huge. So you tell me from a fundamental perspective exactly whether I should use it, whether I should be doing more videos on Pi Network. And then I can give you it from a technical example. There's not much data on there to go by, but I'll tell you what's key support and I'll tell you what's going to be key resistance. As far as fundamentals are concerned, guys, haven't got a clue. So we'll do a deep dive into Pi. I'll have a look at exactly what I can find. We'll try and educate ourselves on this one. And then you let me know in the comments exactly what information that you know about it and whether I should be covering this in future videos. Right, okay, guys, so I will be honest with you. I'll be open with you. I'm absolutely winging this video. I haven't got a clue about Pi. This is something that these guys not bullied me into, but these guys have asked me to do, and I do like to help the community out wherever. So they're asking me to look at Pi. I am going to look at Pi, and I'm going to give my honest opinion, but ultimately, you guys are going to be the ones educating me on this one. Anybody know about Pi? And there's one thing that I want to ask you guys, because the way that the markets work, we'll start off here, 32.6% on the day, on the week, 193%. So Pi is the biggest bubble within the week. Pi is the biggest bubble within the day. Now, the first question I want to ask you guys, is there any UK citizens that's got Pi? If you're a UK citizen and you've got Pi, have you been able to sell your Pi? Because ultimately, if things are locked up, whether it's something that you can't use as a certain citizen because of regulations within that country, or whether it's something that's been locked up for a period of time, I want to know why there's no selling pressure. I want to know why it's 32.7% to the upside when this is a free cryptocurrency. I want to know why it's 194% up on the week when it's a free cryptocurrency. I want to know these things, guys. So you let me know if you hold Pi, if you have been unable to sell Pi for any reason, because the way that bull markets work is supply and demand. There's a lot of supply of Pi, guys, but is it locked up? Because if it's locked up, what does that do? Stop selling pressure. If you can't sell, it allows the buy-in pressure to put in a new bull market, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. When the unlocks happen, and then there's a bigger supply in the market, that's when the selling pressure outweighs the buying pressure. You get a pullback. So I want to know how this thing works from a fundamental perspective, guys. Before I start looking into things, before I start investing things, I actually want to know. I actually want to know what the tokenomics are and what the implications of this thing are. Might be a tap a day on your phone, guys, but is it worth it? Is it worth your time? So I digress. What is Pi Network? And what is the market cap? What is the expected market cap? So it's a 16 billion valuation at the moment, and they're saying that they reckon it could go up to $4. So it could climb to $4. It's currently trading. We'll talk about the technicals very shortly. $2.07. So it's trading at $2.07. It's got 16 billion market cap. We can have a quick look at CoinGecko, and you can see fully diluted valuation at the moment is 27 billion. So that's an old article. 27 billion. So it's got a lot of trading volume. It's actually got 3 billion trading volume, 418,877,753. And it's got a total supply at the moment of 10,191,202. 202,753. There's 100 billion max supply. So it is a proof of stake, guys. So these things are mined. When you've got a Pi group, that means that you get enhanced rewards. Is it worth having a Pi group? Would we be able to take it out? Is it going to be locked till the end of November? Because this poor guy here within the Discord group, the one that's telling me to give it a little tap, tap, taparoo, this guy in the Discord group's locked his up until November. And it pains me to say it, and I hope he does really well because he's such a nice guy. Pains me to say it, but I think November, guys, is going to be one of the ends of the bull market. I think October, November, the market's going to crash. And I don't think from just a crypto perspective, guys, I think from a full economical perspective, since 2008, something happened. We had the banking crisis. We had to pop up the banks. When we propped up the banks, that money that we used to prop up out of our tax money, what do you think that did? Do you think it went back into the economy? It didn't, guys. It went to prop up the banks. So we propped up the banks in the short term in 2008, and then something else happened, guys. During that period of 2008 and now, something else happened. What was that something? Guys, we've been money printing, money printing, money printing, money printing. When you're printing that much money into circulation, it's devaluing the existing currency. When it's devaluing the existing currency, guess what it's doing, guys? Stealing from you. There's lots of different ways to steal from you. One's inflation, one's interest rates. There's lots of different ways that they're stealing from you. So what I want to know, I digress there completely. I keep doing this time and time again, guys, but what I want to know is when you think the end of the bull market is going to be, whether your tokens are unlocked and whether your tokens are locked or whether they're unlocked. And if they're locked, when is the unlock period? Is it during the end of the year? Is it next year? When is the unlock period? Because that means that if everything is unlocked until the end of November, and then that means that there's just going to be buying pressure and buying pressure without any selling pressure because people can't take the money out. Let me know if that is the case. Because if the majority can't take the money out, then the buying pressure is going to outweigh. And then when you get the big unlock in November or October or whatever, when you get the big unlock, guys, then what happens? Sell, sell, sell. The selling pressure outweighs the buying pressure because you're maximizing the supply and limiting the demand. So that turns to the downside where you're putting in lower lows and you're putting in lower highs and changing it from a bull market to a bear market. I just want to understand the metrics on this thing, guys, because it doesn't seem like something free should be able to go up like that in a day. It doesn't seem like something free should be able to go up like that in a week. So where is the selling pressure? Because if you're getting something for free, surely you want to sell it. Just want to understand it, guys. I might be completely wrong on that. But the one thing that I can help you with, guys, is the charts, though. So this is what I'm about. There's not much data on this. However, we can use some tools, and that's what we're going to go over today. Where is the support if it pulls back? What can we look out for? Is there any key levels that are going to give us an indication whether this is going to move to the upside or pull back to the downside? So from a technical perspective, what we're going to do is this is the 4-hour chart. Stick a fib on from its low to its high. Now, when you're in a strong trend, there's an additional Fibonacci that I like to use. If it's a really strong trend, guys, sometimes you get a 236. So I want to just double check to see if there's a 236 on this, and you can do that by just double clicking your Fibonacci, then adding in 236, see if we got any kind of reaction. Yes, 1, 2, 2 touches on the 236. This 236 is going to act to support that sat at $2.32. So we're creating a bit of a bull pennant here, and it's either going to break to the upside, break to the downside. Why is this important, guys? Because it gives us an understanding of whether the bulls have got momentum, i.e. a break to the upside, whether the bears have got momentum, i.e. break to the downside. There's a break to the downside. We've got the 236, we've got the 382 to fall back on, and we've got the big 618 all the way down here. The big 618 sat at $1.20. So that is from a retracement perspective. We've got this built in here, the 236, guys. If it's a strong trend, we break to the upside, that 236 is going to be the support level sat at $2.33. So the next thing we're going to do is look for extensions. So how do you look for extensions on this? We do a fib retracement from its swing high to its swing low down here, guys, to its swing low down there. Then what we're looking for now is extensions. First thing that I'm looking for is an equal measured move. So I'm going to double click the fib again, and we're looking for extensions here. Equal measured move, that's a 1-to-1. I'm looking for a 1-2-7-2, and then I'm looking for a 1-6-1-8. So they're the numbers, the key numbers that I'm looking for. And then what we can do is just bring the chart up, and we can look for these key levels. 1-6-1-8 sat all the way up here. That's $3.17. So $3.17 is going to be the next key resistance point. What about extensions? So what we'll do next is we'll just stick a fib-based extension on here. It's the only thing we can use, guys. You can only use Fibonacci's. Only use Fibonacci's when there's no price action. So you can see what these key levels here. You got your 1-6-1-8 all the way up here. That's sat at $4. Look at that psychological round number. You know that this is going to be a reaction point. This $4. If we get a big push up from the 236, that $4, I'm expecting to be a strong rejection point. That's going to be a psychological number. Why do psychological round numbers work, guys? Because people that don't understand how to trade put in round numbers. People like us will front run that 397, 396, 395 because we know that the buy orders are going to be at $4. So if you front run it, you've got a higher probability of hitting the buy orders first, or the sell orders in this instance first, before it even gets to the $4 where there's a sell wall. So when there's a sell wall, guys, that means there's lots of sell orders and lots of sell orders. When there's lots of sell orders at that level, lots of limit orders, guys, when you get a reaction to the downside, it means all those limit orders don't get hit at once. So sometimes front running the market can be a strong thing just by a couple of cents. When you're not a trader, When you're looking at investing, when you retail, you think of these round numbers: $4, $4, $3, $2. So that's why round numbers carry a lot of weight behind them. So that's my thought on Pi, guys. From a technical perspective, that's what I'm showing you. It's not much data to go by, it's limited. But it is a case of you educating me on this one because I haven't got a clue. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.